Okay, good. The opening cutscene played. Hey, Experiments, how's it going? Doomtrain. Yep. That's my next little project. Yeah, I'm just going to be testing low level at the moment, so the balancing for it, because I did some interesting things to it. No, this is not hardcore. I'll show you in just a second once the cutscene's over. So the oh, I need to change the hotkey there. Yeah, that's the Discord link. It's still like early, I wouldn't even say alpha. And yeah, I just did this is my first time logging into the actual server. I've just been doing testing on my home computer, so I'm just going to kind of test all the custom stuff. And then maybe tomorrow start coding some more. So yeah, the basic idea is the removal of the job system. So every character is still going to have a job because you kind of have to client size, but it only really matters for searching, job-specific armor and accessories, and then which 2-hour you get. So I chose Monk because I'm just going to go punch things. So I got both of the Monk 2 hours. Warrior get both the Warrior 2 hours, and so on. Base stats all start at 1, and then similar to how different jobs have different tiers of stats, you can upgrade your tier in that stat. A starting character gets 10 points to distribute to start, for now. I mean, I need to do balancing, of course, but that's what I'm starting with. There's an upgrade menu where you can increase the tier of the base stats, a skill. So base stats, like I put 1 into strength when I made this character, but I don't have enough P, so it won't show me. But I'm 1 out of 15. That's how many base stat upgrades you get. Skills, I think, is up to 12 per skill. That's basically F through A+. And then you also learn abilities and traits using these points as well. Right now everything just costs 1 because I haven't gone through balancing yet. I'm just testing functionality for this. Pet stuff's all disabled right now, and then other's going to be like wide scan and other random things that come up. So like this is what I did with the character. I started, I got 10 points. I learned hand-to-hand, guard, evasion, and then I learned martial arts counter, evasion, defense, attack, and accuracy bonus, and then I put 1 into strength. And I'm gonna kind of just test this out and see how it feels. There we go. And yeah, you guys are welcome to help me test it if you want, but it's very early stages. Oh, also every job can equip any piece of gear except for job-specific armor and accessories. So that includes weapons. So I think with this example I can just equip anything anyways, but if you use an equip set you can equip everything. The only thing is the level requirement's still there. Except for the starting Great Axe and the Rabbit Mantle, which you get by unlocking, I think, Parry and then Great Axe, of course. And so I did lower the base stats of mobs that are level 10 or less to hopefully help with the low starting base stats. But yeah, I've got only the job traits I chose, and then for right now you just get whatever tier you have access to based on your level, but everything you can get at level 1 for now, for kind of testing, and we'll see if it stays that way or not. But you basically make your own job, is the idea of the server. like if we look at combat skills, I only have the ones I spent AP on. And then of course no magic skills. Okay, so when you level up you get another AP, which currently you can use for whatever you want. So I'm gonna do a base stat, I think. And yeah, the base stats are tiered. So low level it's only one per upgrade, but it'll start increasing as you go, as you level up. And then I'm using the oldest EXP curve for easy prey mobs and decent challenge mobs because I really want to encourage people to specialize. And then I'm going to make partying more efficient at some point for EXP and like low mana and stuff, but yeah, hopefully people will hyper focus into like DD, tank, heal, enfeebling, or whatever is the hope. I don't think there's going to be enough AP to be like a jack of all trades job. I just don't think there's going to be enough. So I'll have to find that balance through testing. Yeah, once I cap hand-to-hand, which should be 3 for level 1. Then I'll maybe try level 2 monster and see how that goes, balance-wise. First weapon skills are level 10. Low level feels a lot better now that I've reduced the base stats of the low level monsters. It was close to impossible to kill your first mob with 0 skill and all that before. I do want to turn on being a GM so things don't aggro me though for testing. Oh, I might not have it downloaded. It's a new Ashita. Oh, I might die. I don't want to do that. It's a little slow. Oh, I turned it off. I made the Hornet immortal. Oops. That's okay. I think it's gonna play the cutscene for one of the add-ons. So I did go even though I had just zoned. Okay, so I do have maxed hand-to-hand. Let's try level 2 mob. See how that goes. Perfect. Yeah, level 2 is a good amount stronger, I think, than level 1 from the base stat perspective. But I'm doing okay, I guess. I forget the GM command for this. I'm gonna have to look that up real quick. Well, let's just see how it goes. Oh, it is set mob level. Yeah, an even match is not quite doable, so that's about where I want the curve, or the balance to be for this. I think it's doing pretty well. For my build, of course. I'll have to try a bunch of different builds today. Quick cure to save time. Okay, there we go. I do have another AP point from when I hit 3. Yeah, that seems pretty good. I think 6 is going to be the cap for level 2 with a F combat skill. Did the Discord link work, experiments? Actually didn't try it yet. Maybe the cap's level 5. I haven't got skill ups in a while. It must be level 5. So that's gonna push me to 1 until next level for testing. Let's just keep going in strength and see how far I can go not putting anything into other stats and still be able to kill things. So now we'll try fighting level 3 mobs at level 4. Yeah, resting a few times per level is about where I want it to be, so I think this balance is good. I'm gonna have to level up and keep going with this testing, though. Let's try something level 4. I didn't want to do that. I left God mode on. Did it too quickly. Alright, we'll try again. Yeah, this is about where I want the difficulty to be. So this looks good. Yeah, this looks good for an even match. Let's go to 1 till next level. Kill something real quick. Yeah, so 10 strength at level 5. I don't know what's normal, actually. It's probably right around there, though. Yeah, one level below are getting more difficult now, which is where I want this to be. So this is good. Okay, we'll try an even match. Okay, so strength is 12 on a warrior mob. So yes, I'm right around there with five upgrades into strength, which seems reasonable. Yeah, just barely beating the match is where I want this to be. Okay, so I'll level up a few levels and then try something else. A little higher level, maybe. Let's see, that's level 8. Yeah, we'll do that. It's just XP. Okay, so now we're level 8. Let me cap some skills though real quick. I don't want to overcap them though, and I want to naturally see what the cap is. is I'll probably throw an upgrade to hand-to-hand. I want to see what the cap is for something one level below me. So we made that immortal, we'll turn on God mode for haste, and then we'll go till it stops scaling up. I'm gonna change the setting while I'm doing this. I think one more. Yeah, that's about what I like. Oh, I need to turn it on though. Let's see. See if we can get a nice size cover for the window. It'll basically just be a chat window. I'm not really going to worry about that now since I'm basically playing single player. I just figured I'd set this up while I'm doing nothing. It looks like skill up stopped. So one below my level's 9. Yeah, you definitely need to start putting points into that or you'll start getting weak. So from the last level up... Oh, I skipped levels. That's going to mess up how many points I have available to me. I shouldn't have done it that way. That's okay though. We're just testing. Alright, so we were at 9, we leveled up, we ranked up once hand to hand. Let's see what the new cap's at. I basically just did so I don't know exactly what E is because you can't actually get that proficiency on other servers, but it exists in LSB, so I used it. Or F, I mean F. No, you can get E, you can't get F. But yeah. So we're just gonna cap hand to hand and then see what the difference is in one rank up. Should be a level or 2, maybe 3 at this point, but we'll see. Ah, 4, at least. Oh, still going? Yeah, F is just awful, but it gives you some skill. Wow, keeps going and going. F is just awful. Wonder if I should take that out of the game. We'll see, I can always do that later. What should a E rank be? Let me go look that up. Well, unless we just got there. Nope. Okay, so at level level 7, and F rank is 17, and E rank is 19. So maybe I have G through A+ then. I know it added one that wasn't normally in the game, but is in LSB for some reason. Looks like I got there. So 17, yeah, so F. So it's 2 to get an F. So you have added G, I guess. So there's G, FE, 3C, 3B, 2 A's. G is so much lower than F, that's kind of crazy. Okay. Let's try a little 8 even match mob. Looks good. Yeah, I don't have any upgrades to use. And I left God mode on. You can only use like one GM command a second, so that's... I used it too quickly to removing Immortal from other things, so that's what happened there. Oh, it was a little late. Okay, so hopefully it'll be a very close fight. I do have combo, but I'm not going to use that for testing. Actually, I probably will have to. Which, this is about where I want the difficulty to be. The closer you get to 10, the harder and harder soloing is. I did lose the food, though. Okay, that actually makes a big difference in my testing. Yeah. We're gonna do this again with food on. I haven't really messed with the damage formulas at all yet. I'm going to eventually. I'm probably gonna need to. So because you can like overcap base stats and get a ton of strength and have very little, I need to increase the range that affects the P diff, not the P diff, but the P strength, F strength, whatever it is, the difference in like strength versus fit and stuff. It has clamps on it. I need to expand those. So DDs can do a lot more damage and tanks can tank a lot better, but then DDs will also be way more fragile because they won't be putting points into Vit and stuff, so. Let's see, yeah, that's about where I want it to be. Basically need the weapon skill to kill it, so that's even match. Perfect. Perfect scaling for level 8. Let's try Lizzie. Yeah, let's try a Lizzie at like level 12. And just see how it goes. Although, let's see, I think, how many points did I miss? I don't know. We'll start another character. I think the monk's going pretty well. I'm going to try a different strategy. And go without the bonuses. And yeah, race does not matter at all for stats. RSE gear is the only difference it makes, and appearance, of course. Let's just do a Taru for fun. And we'll just do that. And what's happening? Oh gosh, the server crashed. Why did the server crash? Okay, so yeah, the server crashed. It did automatically reboot, so it's doing that now. So it'll be a moment or two. Guess I'll turn the camera on. Let's go into the log though and see what happened. Looks like it happened when like exactly when I switched characters. Huh, weird. It's weird though, it crashed all of the all 4 servers: search, world, map, and a login. So I don't know if that was something else that crashed. It's kind of weird that all of them just at the same time went poof. Okay, I did make the character. And the server's not quite back up yet. So we're giving it a few more minutes. It's very, very slow. I probably need to put more RAM on the VPS. It very well could be TARS, you know. I'm a Galca man myself, but I figured I'd do something a little bit different. Because the stats really don't matter, and that's the main reason I went Galca, is for the HP. Even on mage jobs, HP just... Yeah, I definitely think I need to put more RAM on the VPS. It's taking a long time for the server to reboot. It's thinking though. I figured a lower amount would be fine since it's just me, but it's very slow. It depends how much it crashes though. It's fine for a few people. Probably any more than 10, it'll get pretty slow if people are zoning a lot. It does hang when zoning happens right now. Okay, so build-wise for this character, I was going to try doing another DD. I'll pick a different weapon, but I'll go all in on base stats, I think, and just see how that plays out. Alright, we're up. All in on base stats, I'm going to not try the attack, accuracy, defense, and evasion bonus. That build seemed to work pretty well. With the changes I've made, it was pretty close to retail, I feel. So we'll see how this build goes. I'm going to try something completely different, but still go for a DD type build. Job-wise, I don't know if it matters. Oh, I did put sneak attack at level 1. I need to try that at some point. Maybe on the next character I'll do that. I mean, really the job doesn't matter. We'll just pick whatever. Just for fun, let's do a DD Geomancer. Just because, why not? And you cannot change jobs either. So people will make the idea is to have a lot of different characters with builds and strengths and weaknesses. I guess it's possible I could allow job changes, but it would require saving where you put upgrades for each job, and right now that's just more than I'm willing to do. Maybe before like the actual launch, I'll do that. But yeah, for now we're gonna be at GODD. Dre, which weapon should I use? How about a Geomancer Great Axe? Yeah, what DD weapon should I use as a Geo? Should I run around with a Great Axe? You can. Yep. The only gear limitations are level, and then if it's armor or an accessory, the job and race. Only if it's well, here I'll show you when I pick some things. Yeah, so you start with just starting gear, no rings. Base stats are all 1. 20 hit points, 0 MP. Every character starts like that, regardless of race and job you pick. You'll re-pick one of any of the 22 jobs. You have both 2 hours for that job, because some 2 hours are just pretty bad. Figured I'd at least get both. Right now, yeah, they're not linked, so I do need to make it so you can only use one of them every 2 hours, but that's a future change. And then no job traits, and no skills whatsoever. I can't even open the menu until I learn one with the AP. So yeah, let's go Great Axe. So two-handed. The weapon skill option currently doesn't do anything, so we'll spend 1 AP to upgrade Great Axe, which is learning it. But you see now I have a combat skill in Great Axe. So you build your own job. Let's see, equipment wise, I can equip that Great Axe, but I need to use a gear set right now because I haven't changed the DATs for items yet. I'm gonna wait till I get all of the gear though, starting gear, because when I get evasion, you get something and stuff like that too. So let's do Great Axe and some defensive skills. I guess just parry and evasion. And yeah, every skill for the first level gives you an item, so you can use something. So that when level 1, you don't feel like you're wasting your AP, basically. So you get a little crappy piece of armor for the defensive ones, or a shield. Guard is white belt, which doesn't really make sense, but I went with it. Okay, so now that I've got all the gear, I'll make an equip set. Oh, I already had one on this character name from testing on locally. So yeah, this was swapped to I think 15 or 14 damage and then level 1. So that's what it's actually going to be functioning as. But you need to use equip sets to equip it. And then Rabbit Mantle's also level 1, so you can use it right away. You see, as a Geo, I normally can't use Butterfly Axe, that, or the Rabbit Mantle. If I use Equip Set 1, I get all 3 equipped. And that's just a workaround until I change the DATs on these guys. Right now I've only changed DATs on spells. So yeah, we are a Geomancer with the Great Axe. And then I'm not going to try job traits. I'm going to try just going all in on base stats. And I'm going to be a DD, so we'll split between strength and dex. I've got 7 points. We'll do 4 strength, 3 dex, and see how that goes. Okay, yeah, so when you upgrade something, the menu will automatically close if you have no more AP after the upgrade. But you can still open it if you don't have AP, so you can see what options are and stuff. And then you get to choose any of the starting zones to start at. I like Bastock, but yeah, I made this character Bastock, but let's start in Sandy. We still see the cutscene, I think. I'm gonna do, let's see, the quickest place to get Signet is gonna be from south, I think. Even though it's in north, I think the quickest is south. Less running. So it should start the Sandy cutscene even though I'm Bastock. I only tested this once, and then I did some changes since then. Looks like it's working, but it could be the ROV cutscene or something too. Nope, that's working. Awesome. And yeah, I feel like the second tier stat traits will be broken at level 1, so I don't know if I'm going to offer them at level 1. But for now, everything's available at level 1 for testing, job, ability, and trait-wise. And I know like merit abilities or traits will literally do nothing, but you can still use them and they show up because you have 0 merits in that. So I need to still code a workaround for that. And yeah, once I get the basic base stats and skills kind of balanced, I'll start looking at what level you should get things. Or if we even do that, maybe I don't and you can get everything at level 1. But like without base stats, you're not going to do much at the same time as well. So it'll be a lot of balance testing. But I think the job traits might be too OP for low level. But we'll see if I can even do this with just base stats. I don't know what it's going to be like yet. I didn't do any balance testing yet, so this is the first time really doing that. I just made sure things worked for my first round of stuff. Oh, we already loaded. I honestly think I've never seen this cutscene, because I almost always make Bastock characters. Maybe I shouldn't use Eternity for it. I might move the camera over a little bit too. Once I get control back of my in-game menus. I feel like this cutscene's a lot longer than the Bastock one I like. Probably because I stopped to clap and stuff like that. But yeah, my hope for this server is that teamwork has to become more of a thing, not less of a thing. Because people are going to kind of be forced to hyper-specialize in something to be good at anything at all. Like, you can't be a red mage where you can melee, enfeeble, nuke just by changing gear. I really don't want that to be possible. Yeah. But again, then I know missions and quests take forever, so I think I'm going to have to do some way to bypass missions if you've already completed it with a character on that account. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. Maybe add a column to the account table in the SQL database or something. Okay, that NPC. Just perfect on the way to Signet. Oh, where is the guy that gives you the... I don't know where the starting NPC is here. The, like, new character NPC that gives you the food. We'll just GM myself some and grab a normal Signet. Which cutscene. Let me make sure I'm still Bastock. Okay, good. I thought maybe it overrided or something. Okay, let's go test out this build at level 1. So no traits, abilities, just combat skills and stats. And worms currently are crazy low level. I really need to balance them. Oh, that's a good start. It does seem considerably weaker than hand-to-hand, or the last build. I don't know if that was because I did hand-to-hand or Great Axe. Maybe I should have switched and just done hand-to-hand again for testing purposes. Because, yeah, this is not going particularly well. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know how much countering I was doing on the other build. I think it was mainly the accuracy bonus, attack bonus, and stuff. Because, I mean, I've only got 10. Oh, I didn't use the food. That'll make a big difference. That's probably what I forgot to do. Yeah, let's use the food and try again. That last one didn't count. It's a little better. And yeah, counter should have just been the default 5-10%. That was much better though. Could have just been I missed a lot on that rabbit. Yeah, this doesn't seem that bad. Looks like I'll have to rest once if I wasn't healing and stuff at level 1, which isn't awful. Better than 75 era when White Mage had to rest after each mob, and it took... I mean, depending on how quickly you got claim on mobs, it could have taken an hour to get to level 2 when the game first came out. It was crazy for White Mage. Yeah, this doesn't seem awful though. Let's throw this into Dex for accuracy. Which, how do I move that thing? I forget. There we go. So yeah, do you ever think you'd see a Geomancer wielding a Great Axe? Hey Stereo in the 90s, how's it going? That is correct, yes. Yeah, I'm gonna look at making wardrobes shareable on accounts and see if that's possible. But yeah, the way I currently have them is everything's saved in a character variable, which is specific to the character, not the job you're on. I definitely could make the upgrades job specific and let people change between jobs, but the only difference the job makes right now is what 2 hour you get, what people can search for you as, so it gives an indicator to what type of build you're doing for people, for party invites and stuff, and then job-specific armor and accessories. That's only, and like artifact quests, and there's a few quests that are job-specific, but that's, which I can always make those not job-specific. So it really doesn't have a big impact on your character. Yeah, I kind of wanted to go with Great Axe for the slow skill ups to see how much that affected this. Yeah, so like let me open up my job thing. Job levels, only Geomancer shows up. So you don't even get your starting jobs. And when you make a new character, it's empty. The job you select in the normal character creation doesn't even show up here. So you have to get the job through the custom thing. And of course I can always let people add sub-jobs and they won't. I think I've tested this. It does not affect stats or anything at all. It has literally no effect on stats or anything or equipment or whatever. So it would just be for appearance sake. Oh no, I think currently it gives you that job's 2 hours. Yeah, I think I should have Monk 2 hours now. Yep, 100 Fist, they're both there. Oh, that reset on job changing. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to look into that. And that they don't share timers. So yeah, I was planning on adding sub-jobs at some point, but it didn't change stats at all. It didn't do anything other than show up in searches and stuff. And give me the 2 hours. So I thought about adding sub-jobs at some point, but I really need to do a lot of balance testing to see how many AP is a good amount to get per character. Just for balance purposes. And then level sync is going to be an issue too, because right now it you get if you're level 75 and you sync down to level 10, you're going to get all of your upgrades as if you were level 10 and had them upgraded. So it'll be super OP. So I don't know how level sync is going to work. But of course, you're only leveling each character once, so maybe it's less of a not as needed. I don't know. We'll see. It's in the very early stages. Yeah, great axe level, so slow. Yeah, so that upgrade gave me two point difference instead of a 1 point difference. So it kind of depends, and then you get stats up as you level up as well. It's basically the tier. You're upgrading the tier you're at for the base stat. And then one thing I'm going to try is currently the max stats for if you fully upgrade something and are level 99, which I think I'm going to try and make this level 99 server, but adjust all the content so all endgame content is for level 99. So just increase the level of Kirin and stuff to like 110 or something. But we'll have to wait and see about that for balancing. But anyways, so max stats, base stat is 255 to match other Final Fantasy games for strength, dex, fit, agility, int, mind, and charisma. HP, if you fully max it and are max level, it'll be 9,999. MP will be 999. So I do plan on lowering the MP cost of all spells to about half. And that way it's just kind of, it feels more like a different Final Fantasy game where those are the max stats. Which I'll need to adjust. I'll need to do a lot of balancing for mobs though. Yeah, I'm also looking at seeing if I can allow characters with the same name to be on the same account. Like each account can have maybe 5 Aura Splash characters, for example, just because only on that one account, like other accounts wouldn't be able to use it because you're only ever playing one at a time. And that way, if you have to change characters, to change jobs, for like there's no healer for an event or something for endgame you're doing, then you can still be identified as yourself, and people won't have to remember a million different names. But I don't know, that's a whole nother ball of wax to look into at some point. Okay, I think it's time to try something level 2. Okay, let's find something level 2 and make it so people can't aggro me. So let's see. So because we went heavily into strength and dexterity, ours are higher than this. I think it's working. Oh, that one joined in. If he didn't join in, I think it would have been fine. It is hitting pretty hard because we don't, compared to the last character, we don't have the defense bonus, and we don't have, well, we didn't have any bit either there, but the defense bonuses make a big difference on how much things hit me. So yeah, the last character was able to kill level 2 decently well. This one's having a lot more issues, probably because of the accuracy. I think that's the main difference. Not that having that accuracy bonus. It's also hitting a lot harder because of no defense bonus. So it wasn't too bad. I could probably do 2 of them. Before needing to heal. But I think using a great axe was a mistake because the combat skill is so low, so I think what I'm going to do for testing the rest of this character is cap all skills. So we can, just because it's great axe is skilling up so slow. And oh, so that's an issue. If you cap all skills, it temporarily gives you that. If I zone, it'll get rid of that. Which I should do that. Because people won't be using cap all skills in normal gameplay. Yeah, so now it's gone again. That's what we want. And it's not Geomancer level, it's the custom level. And yeah, I couldn't figure out why it did it that way, but yeah. It's not really an issue because no one will be using that in normal gameplay. Alright, let's try something level 3. It's 8-7. So it's about the same as us. And I think we're 4, no, maybe we're 5-4 for upgrades. So 5 upgrades is about even with monsters. Which is interesting, so it's about a third of the total. You'll have to do some testing and see how that goes. Yeah, much harder than the Monk. I think it's hitting a lot harder. I'm probably not hitting as hard. I think the main difference is the job traits. So I feel like this one's a lot slower. I liked how the Monk played more with the job traits. So maybe I'll toss in an accuracy bonus on the next level up. Okay, so we'll level up off this one. We messed with the XP. And yeah, I even capped my skills because it was going not so well, so... Yeah, the job traits are really good low level. Oh, no, let's try something fun. Let's try something fun. I know what I'm going to do for my next level up. Let's do level 4 sneak attack and test that out. It's probably only going to be a crit though with no added dex bonus because I'm not a thief. So it's probably not actually going to be that good. Well, let's give it a shot. That seems like it maybe was a normal sneak attack for this level. It should have been as if Thief was a sub-job though, I think. I need to look at the code. Maybe it just checks if Thief is your sub-job to give you the gimped sneak attack though. I don't know. I mean, I did normal hit for 24, so that's probably just a normal crit, maybe? I don't know. Let's do a few more testing. I didn't check what level that was. It was definitely on the lower end, though. Is that not the right command? I know you can reset timers. Oh, I'm testing a new build, because I'm testing low-level stuff. So this is a So I'm going heavy into strength and dex for this one, and I'm skipping learning the job traits, just testing balancing and stuff. So I'm a geomancer using a great axe for this build, just for funsies. So there's my I used a GM thing to cap them, but those are the combat skills for the. Yeah, this is my server. It's gonna be my next one. I'm doing early testing right now. The basic concept is there is no job system, and you create your own job as you go. From base stats to skill tiers, job abilities, job traits, everything. Currently, every ability and trait you can get at level 1. So I'm kind of just doing some testing and seeing what's broken and stuff. And you don't normally have a sub-job. I don't know if I'm going to do sub-jobs or not. I added it just to show that you get the 2 hour from that sub-job as well, currently. Not that you can even unlock them, I don't think, but some custom stuff related to job and character development, but not much other custom stuff at the moment. Let's try getting to like level 8 and see how this direction is going for the game balance. So I'm going to do some GM commands real quick to do some things. So every time you level up, you get an AP, which you can use to upgrade things. So this build, I'm just putting them into base stats for testing. And just the stats a DD will need. So I think I should be 6 and 6. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, now we're 15-15, level 8. Let's try killing something. Let's level 6 to start. That is correct. Job abilities, job traits, everything. So base stats and combat skills and magic skills is you upgrade your tier. So there's 15 tiers in base stats, 12 tiers in skills. And then abilities, you just learn them. Right now everything costs 1 AP, whether it's an upgrade or learning. And then traits, currently you just learn the trait, and then as you level up you'll get higher tiers. Pets are disabled at the moment for testing. And then, so traits, you can get them all at level 1 currently. I don't know if it's going to stay that way. I'm testing balance stuff right now. Yeah, so the only thing your main job affects is what job-specific gear you can use, the 2 hour you get, and how people can search for you with the search command. And ignore the monk sub job, just pretend it's empty for now. I was testing something. I'm very close to making a new character. If you want to hang around and see that, I'll probably do a mage next. Yeah, so I've got level 1 sneak attack, which I spent an AP to learn. I'm going to try an even match mob. Ah, too bad. Did I miss the sneak attack? Huh. That was weird. Let me try this again. I'm very curious what happened when we kill it real quick. Oh, I can just do that. Okay, let's make something level 8. Sneak attack. Yeah, I don't think it's... I need to adjust a lot of scripts and stuff, so I want the sneak attack to function as if thief was always your main job. So I'm gonna have to go into the code and do that for basically all abilities and traits. No, it couldn't. It can't aggro me because I'm a GM. It won't aggro me. It probably just turned. At least it shouldn't be able to aggro me. Okay, so balance-wise, I think this is okay. I think low level, the job traits are definitely OP and the way to go, which isn't a bad thing. So the first build I did was a monk with accuracy bonus, attack bonus, defense bonus, evasion bonus, hand-to-hand, and then just the rest into strength and dex. This one has considerably more strength and dex, almost twice as much for the same level. So I'm just kind of testing stuff. I'm getting hit way harder without the defense bonus. Way harder. Yeah, let me go double check if I can aggro these. Yeah, they shouldn't be aggroing me like this. So I'm not sure what happened with that other one. It was weird. Okay, I'm gonna try a new character. And we'll do a mage, try a black mage type build, and see how that goes low level. Okay, I'll be back in the game in just a second. Okay, and last time I changed characters, I did a logout, and it crashed the server for some reason. So that's why I did a shutdown this time. I'll try logout next time. So this time did not crash, I don't think. Yeah, we'll do a Hume just because. Let's try that one. I'm going to be making a lot of characters, so it's whatever. Need a random character name. Okay, so yeah, when you make a new character, you have the 2 hours of whatever job you're on. and no other job. It's not showing it because I haven't actually chosen my job yet. You get to re-choose from the custom thing. So, a little joke right there, and then it kind of tells you a little bit about what your job affects, and that lets you change your job. And yeah, each character is job locked. You cannot change your job after that. So I'm going to look at Black Mage just so I know this is a Black Mage type build. And then you have to like really be sure. But there's no character limitations. No dual boxing on the server, but you can have as many characters as you want in different builds, try them out. I really need to set that up to auto load on booting up. Another little joke there, because why not? Just having fun with it. As you talk, you get your starting AP. And then you can't progress with character, or with creating your character until you use all of your first AP points. So we're gonna go magic skills. Let's just go straight up elemental. Oh, I should have picked a different job so I can test that the scrolls work. I'll do that for the next build. I'll do maybe like a red mage, but be a dragoon or something. So that's all the magic I want to learn right now. Do want to get some sort of weapon. I think staff's really the way to go for the elemental staves. So we'll learn staff, because that's what people would be doing most likely if they're doing this build. I know I need to adjust MP. Because it's just funky. I need to increase the numbers at lower level based on the upgrades. But that's an issue for later. So like have some MP, it's not showing. I need to make it so that it heals me. To add that as well. Let me write that down. Note for my to-do list. Yeah, it only gives you 2. It needs to be adjusted. So I'll do a few points in MP. And then I'm going to go all into int for the rest. And just try this build. Oh, I did not know Red Mage had staff skill. That's crazy. Okay, yeah, let me do this to start with. So I was considering that, but so the weapon skill option there doesn't do anything yet. I was considering spending AP to unlock weapon skills, but I decided against it since you have to spend 12 anyways to get to an A+ skill in a skill. It just seemed like more wasn't necessary, but that can be a balancing thing later. I did figure out how to do it. I just didn't. I undid that change because it was. I don't know. We'll see. And currently, the spells are. The elemental magic spells are current retail, so like I think stone's 4 or 5 NP. You know what? I'm not going to use that last int on that. I'm going to do something a lot smarter. A lot smarter that probably every single other person will do. You might know where I'm going with this now. You saw what option I picked. And then, yes, currently at level 1. Balance-wise, I don't know if that's going to be, but right now, no mage would not pick that, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, and then you can start in any of the starting zones. I'm gonna do. Let's do Sandy again, but let's do North Sandy. I actually don't think I've ever seen that cutscene because I always make Bastock characters, so I'm gonna do that. Oh, that's so weird. Yeah, it would have been awesome if Red Mage had staff. I think it would have been OP. So yeah, so I made a Bastock character, but I started in Sandy and I'm still getting the opening cutscene. So that's fun. Oh yeah, Bastock for life. Me too. Mainly because, not Bastock, but just because it's blue and I'm red-green colorblind, so the other colors look like crap to me. But yeah. I think I need to disable the opening cutscene for my testing. I'm just sitting here watching it too many times. We'll go through and look at all the cutscenes first, because a lot of them I have not seen. Because I always make Bastock characters, like I said. Yeah. So the server is public right now if people want to come test stuff out, but it's very early development. Characters will be deleted at any with no notice and stuff. So if it's just testing at the moment. If people want to play around and have some fun, let me know. Let me get the Discord link. That is the Discord link. And if you're using magic and not using a job that natively use it, you will need to do a DAT edit to be able to cast the spells. It's just the way the client works. Oh yeah, no, I did that on one, I think I did that one time. Maybe twice, but I didn't pay attention to the cutscenes. I'm actually not paying attention now. I had an Eternity on. But no, I'll go through later and watch them, because I really should do that. It's one of the few things I haven't done in this game from the classic era. What's happening? There we go. Okay. So we'll just grab a signet and then head out. Make myself a GM to go quicker. Okay, nice. Cool. Actually, I don't... So currently I think it's set to current retail or above for version. If that's an issue for anyone, I can shut down the server real quick and change it to be open. But since it was just kind of me testing, I locked it to the version I'm doing, but I can open it up if need be. And then I think there's a link for the DAT edit and a renamer list. The renamer list is only for the starting NPC that's custom, and you really don't even need it. But if you're going to use magic, you need the DAT edit for sure. Unless you are only doing black mage spells on a black mage, for example. But if you're doing like white mage on a warrior or something, you get that DAT edit and you'll have no problems. You shouldn't have any problems. It's still very early. Make a macro real quick before I get started. I should use the scroll, that helps, right? That was not very ideal. Yeah, it is pretty low mind. It does have high int. Oh, I haven't looked into this. So int goes against int, mind goes against mind for offensive spells, I think? Or is it the other way, where they go against their counterpart? I forget. Anyways, I purposely didn't get magic attack bonus at level 1 and stuff like that. So that one hit for 10, so that's good. I think skill ups. I'm using God mode to heal. I think getting some elemental skill will make a big difference though for accuracy. Because with the auto refresh at level 1, I can basically spam the stone. So it's kind of playing high thought. I'm definitely taking a lot more damage, but that's okay. Maybe I don't need to adjust the low level MP with level 1, or with auto refresh at level 1. It seems fine. I don't want to die and have to come back here. I forgot to make myself immortal for testing. Yeah, so level 1's a little rough, but I seem to recall it being pretty rough normally on Black Mage. So I think... Oh. I think this is going okay. Yeah, it's a little slower than normal, but I think it's okay. I think if maybe I put magic attack bonus next level, it'll do a good amount more damage. I don't think it'll... Maybe it won't make that much of a difference at this level. I don't know, we're testing. Early testing. Okay. So this one would have killed me from fresh hit points, or from a... I think it would have killed me. Yeah, it would have killed me. So yeah, this build's a little rough, level 1. Toggle GM on because I don't want things aggroing me. I'm level 2. Let me see. My int right now is 5 still, so int did not go up. Let me try doing another int before I do magic attack bonus. Okay, so that gave me 2 ints, so that's good. Hopefully I'll be doing a good amount more damage now. Let's go test. Yeah, I probably could have skipped the staff skill. Oh, but then I'd just be punching things. I wouldn't actually have a weapon. I don't know. It's still early testing. I need to do a lot of things with that. Testing, balancing, it's going to require a lot. Yeah, it's basically open alpha right now. Definitely liking these nukes a lot better, though. I'm able to kill 2 without resting. So this is much better. Level 1 was rough, but I think it might start being OP. For like level maybe 3 or 4 is going to be one-shotting these, which is not the end of the world, but I can also go buy water soon too, though. I'll stick with stone to simulate what an actual character would do to like level 5 or so, though. Do 1 pop of healing. Didn't even really do it. The auto refresh was too much. I feel like this is pretty balanced though for low level. Yeah, so whenever I turn on and off God mode, I'm just simulating a quick rest to save myself time by not actually resting. To get a feel for the balance of low levels right now. Yeah, it's going to be fun to see what glass cannon builds people make here. This is the first public anything with the server. So it's in very, very early alpha stage. So, I mean, if I get a few people who want to help test, that's basically why I'm streaming it. Because it's basically open early alpha at the moment. But characters will be deleted at any point, basically, if I make changes or whatever. But you can make new characters. I'll give people GM if they want. I should make a few GM commands public. So people can test better and not have to spend a bunch of time doing stuff. Yeah, so the main difference for the server is I'm removing the job system and adding a completely custom job system. Basically any job can do anything and whatnot. All abilities, traits, skills, base stats are, you get AP when you level up, and then you use those to increase those things or learn something. So it's yeah. Very different. Okay. But yeah, it's still in early stages of testing and balancing. Very, very early stages. So let's go level up twice, and then test level 5 with this build. And yeah, builds will be a thing here, which is awesome. I love it. Okay, so we're level 5. 4? Should I be level 5? I can't count. Okay, now I'm level 5. So let's go find something else that's level 5 real quick to compare base stats. Okay, let's make that level 5. Yeah, so I went heavy into int. So my last 2 builds, I was kind of way below the strength and or the mattering stats for what I was doing, and then the other one I was even. The first one I was below, the next one even, and this one I'm way above it since I'm putting everything into int. So let's keep doing that and see how this build goes. So you're upgrading the tier of the base stat and skills. That's what the upgrade does. And then from there, it's based on what level you are. Okay, so let's try fighting something the same level as us, see how it goes. Well, no, I am level 5. Let's get water. Let's get water and test that. I'm just gonna do that. I know it's we're testing though, so it's fine. I'm only gonna use reasonable things. Oh, it didn't do a character update. Let me zone real quick. Yeah, I've got all level 1 through 5 spells. So blue magic, you have to be a blue currently to use blue magic. So if you want to test, blue, you have to main blue mage, and that's because of the setting skills. Everything else, as long as you use the DAT properly, you can use any spell on any character. Currently pets are disabled, so you can't learn that without a GM command. You're welcome to test if you want, but I'm not worrying about pets at all right now. I want to get the characters balanced first, and then I'll worry about pets. But okay, so yeah, we will... Is water level 5? Oh no, okay, so I forgot I did this. I made all tier 1 spells level 1. I didn't change the power of them yet, I don't think, but I meant to make them all the same power. Let me double check. I might have forgotten to do that, because I was just focused on making sure you can get them at level 1, and it does require the DAT edit to do that as well. Otherwise, you'd have to get them on the specific job and specific level of what you normally do. So I think this is going to be way too strong. Let's test it. I don't think I did the damage for these spells yet. Oh, maybe I did make them all the same. No, that seems too high. Let's throw water. Maybe I did. Let's make an immortal bunny and do some testing. Did something crash? What's going on? I'm using the wrong thing before it. It's just me being silly. Yeah, so I have push to talk because my apartment's very noisy, and sometimes I forget to push it. No, they're going up in tiers. I think the thunder was a resist. Get myself some MP. Yeah, I forgot to balance the spells. Yeah, so the plan was to make them all the tier 1s obtainable at level 1, and then eventually make what element you use matter more. So damage bonuses and stuff like that. And then every time you get a new tier of elemental magic, you'll get it at the same time. I think it was every 20 levels is what I did, but I didn't balance the strength of them yet. Because for testing purposes, I wanted to have variable strength to see what I want at each tier level. So that's why they're not quite working as I planned right now. Anyways, we'll go back to using stone and continue testing. Let's try going against level 4 mob. See if this build would be able to solo one. And I'm not going to be running away mid-fight, it's just to get around easier, to save myself time. Yeah, it seems doable. It's not hitting very hard. Yeah, I think with the auto refresh, mages are pretty strong. At least black mages are pretty strong low level, so I think I'm happy. I'm going to jump to level 8 and give that a try. And then jump to a different build. So let's get level 8. And yeah, there's a delay on leveling up for whatever reason. I'm pretty sure it's just what's displayed though. Yeah, it's like a 3, yeah. So we're gonna still keep going with our strategy, all in on int, aside from a few things I've learned level 1. Okay, so now we've got 25 int at level 8, which I don't know if I have to tone that down or not yet. Still early in testing, but let's give it a try. I think I'm going to wreck things. And I've got a G rank elemental magic though. So yeah, G rank exists in Landsand Boat, so I'm using it. So there's 12 tiers for skill levels, and using the custom menu, you can upgrade what rank you're at on a skill. And I think I might need to tone down HP for the level 0. Because 133 already is kind of high for level 8 if you're not investing in HP. But we'll see. More testing, I'm kind of just testing one thing at a time. Let's try level 7. I can only imagine if I had capped skill too. I wonder if I need to limit base stat tiers to certain levels. Yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Very early stages testing, so definitely open to input and stuff. I need to make places for people to do that in the form. And I'm not casting, that's a problem. For testing. Yeah, 25 int at level 8 is just insane. It's hitting me really hard though, too, so if I was paying attention it would have been a very short fight. I'll have to go try it again. Okay, simulated a full rest. Let's find something or make something level. Yeah, let's do the hawk again. Level 8. 7? Oh, we'll do 8. Okay, so we're going to try and kill a level 8 mob, even match, see how that goes with this build. I'm going to die quickly, but hopefully it will die quickly too. Let's get to about 20 distance. And let's give it a shot. Are you having issue with the DAT, or what are you having issues with? So I'm simulating soloing it tough. And we'll see how it goes. It hit me for 30. Yeah. I think sleep nukes are probably going to be pretty strong. But you're going to have to invest into the enfeebling magic too, I think. Oh, yeah, it would have killed me. It definitely would have killed me. Picked the wrong type of mob to test this on. It definitely would have killed me. That's okay though. I'm gonna God mode just to kill it real quick. Let's try fighting something level 5 and then I'm gonna switch builds. Yeah, so Ashita, you need a, you need the XI loader, and then you set to the specific server, which is on the, it's posted in the Discord. But yeah, so it's just testing though. You're not going to be able to keep these characters you make. They will be deleted at some point, I guarantee it. Probably with no warning, because we're in early alpha testing phase of the server. And currently it's just me. Definitely am looking for help if people want to. Okay, last mob to test, it's level 6. Yeah, this build seems... definitely dies quickly, which is what I want. We have to... If you don't want to die quickly, you're going to have to invest in defensive stats, and then it'll take away from your offensive stats, so it's a balancing issue. And I mean, I'm very excited to see what people will do. Okay, that seemed reasonable. I'm going to switch characters. I'm going to go for a... Let's try another mage, but go more heavy into job abilities and traits. And stuff. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Actually, first, let me see if this crashes the server again when I make the character. It did last time because it didn't, like, log me out properly. But since no one else is on yet, let's go with a Mithra. I'll name it after my cat. And of course, I always start Bastock. Okay, is it going to crash the server? It did not crash it this time. That's weird. I don't know what crashed it last time. I do have... Oh, that was just a typo. For me, setting mob level to nothing. Error. Okay, yeah, we're good. Okay, so we'll do another mage. So currently the only thing the renamer file does is change the name of this NPC from NPC to Doomtrain Moogle. Not necessary whatsoever. If you're going to use magic, you do need the dat edit. If you're not going to use magic, you don't need the dat edit. Let's do something silly. Job-wise, let's be a samurai, but be a mage as a samurai, just because we can. I'm opening up, yeah, the version. I'm going to open up the version lock. I think it needs a server reset. I'll know in a second. No, it did reload Lua setting files, so you might be able to get on regardless of what version of FF11 you have. You just need to do it. You won't be able to use magic unless you have the DAT file, though. But everything else should work. Assuming your version doesn't have ID switches from current retail or current LSB. As of last Monday, LSB. Okay, so for this build, we're going to go mage again. I'm going to start with getting auto refresh. And then I'm going to do some black mage traits. I don't know any mage who's never going to not get auto refresh at level 1, but... you know, right now we're free customization, do whatever you want. for testing purposes. So let's go to Black Mage traits. We'll get Elemental Magic again. So we'll do a magic attack bonus, of course. We're not gonna be doing any magic bursts. I don't really care about that. What is the... Oh, let's get Cardinal Chant. I don't actually know if that does anything, though. Let me see if there's a script for that file real quick. Sorry about that. Okay, so I can't find this folder. I'm just gonna look it up in a LSB website. Use that awesome search function. Okay, it does look like Cardinal Chant is coded in, so I'm going to grab that as a trait. Which I need to test every job trait and every job ability as a non-normal job at some point. I haven't done that yet. Is it Cardinal Chant or is it the other one? I forget which ability I'm looking for now, actually. Yeah, it's Cardinal Chant. It gives you a bonus of a lot of various things based on the direction you're facing. And I'm going to go for a trait heavy build instead of int heavy and see how that plays. For the DDs, the trait heavy build was a lot better, but for the mage, I'm assuming it's going to be the other way around, since you can go all in on int and don't need strength and dexterity for low levels. Although I don't know how many traits there actually are that make a big difference for nuking damage if you're not magic bursting. I think it's just magic attack bonus. Is there a magic accuracy trait? I know there is, I just don't remember which job gets it. maybe there isn't a magic accuracy trait. I don't know why I feel like there is, but I know there's not. Yeah, there's not. Okay, so done with traits. We're gonna go back. We'll pick up staff again, because I know I'll be using one. That way at least do something low level. And then now I'm going to put the rest in int, which is going to be lower than before, but I don't think it'll make that much of a difference, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. Testing. Oh no, I'm gonna have considerably lower because I need NP to actually cast anything. So we're gonna go. I know 2 gets me to 4 NP. So I need to redo NP. I know it's lower than it should be. I think 5 is reasonable. We'll do that, and then we'll do some int. Yeah, so we'll do some int for the remainder of the points. Okay, those are the starting points. Let's go check out this build. I'm just going to go to Bastock. Okay, so we've made myself a GM, I just need to do this cutscene. Which I really need to disable this for my sanity, so I have to keep rewatching it. Although maybe I should go to the same zone and fight the same mobs just for testing purposes. I think that's probably a better. It would be more accurate testing, so I'm going to do that. Actually, I can skip that part of it. Let's just do that, right? Save some time. Oh, I didn't get Signet though. Bleh. We'll try without Signet. One mob, see what happens. I think it's going to be awful, though. Oh, right. So, Samurai cannot use the staff, but we're going to equip it anyways using an equip set. Which this works without any... Oh, I used this name before. So equip sets will work to equip things this way without any dat changes. So can't equip the Ash Staff, but I'm going to equip it with the equip set. And we've got our staff equipped. That does a good amount more damage than the last build at level 1. A good amount more. Wow. And I threw on a few cheating things to save some time for me. Okay, so we did get a resist. 2 resists. Yeah, so maybe harder than the last Black Mage build. We'll see. Yep, this would have killed me. We'll try a few more. Yeah, I think the other build was definitely working better. This one's not awful, you can still do it. And this one might catch up to be better. Probably not. The int is just so good having a ton of int. I didn't look at my hit points, but I think that one should have killed me. So yeah, this build is having difficulties. The other one was doing great. So I have a feeling people are going to be making and deleting a lot of characters early on, which is fine. Right now we're all in testing phase, so. Oh, I accidentally put something in hit points. I have 22 hit points instead of 20. Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Or people can make whatever build they want, so I gotta kind of test everything. Yeah, like this build's doable, but definitely more difficult than some other ones. I'm not having good timing right now because I'm focusing on other things. Another one that would have killed me. Yeah. I think people are... I think it's, depending on your builds, it's beneficial to team up even at level 1 for sure. Which is what I want, the way I want to go with this server. Is partying is way more efficient because people are hyper-focused on one thing and they're very good at it. Okay, so let's try level 2. Let's get some more int. So we went from, I think, 4 to 5. That's it. But it compounds as you level up, because you're basically getting into a different tier, not an increase in that stat, you're increasing the tier of that stat. So some stats have or some tiers have the same, or some levels have the same stats in different tiers. Can't English right now. Okay, so I'm gonna try capping my skill and see how that goes though too. And so if you do use a GM command, it messes up your skills. So let me confirm that it did that. Yeah, it got rid of my magic skills and gave me all the combat skills that a samurai would have. But it goes away if you zone, and it's only when you use the GM command. So not really an issue, because any GM will be able to just zone themselves. So we'll do that. And yeah, we're back to only staff and only elemental, just like it should be. Yeah, one level makes a huge difference with the accuracy on or it could have been the combat skill too. But yeah, level 1 is rough for a mage, and then it gets better, I think. That's been what I've noticed. I think it's mainly the resists. Maybe level plays a part in that. Yeah, level 1 was about 50-50 on whether I could kill these, and now I can kill 2 between each rest. Maybe 3. With that crit, probably 2. 2. So let's level up a few times and test level 5. On some mobs out here in the wild, and make them like, let's do level 4 to start, and then we'll go try level 5 one. Okay, so we're gonna fight something level 3 as level 5 with cap skill. That's a good distinction. But it's only 11 because we have a G, not even an F, a G rank in that skill. It was built into LSB, so I used it. Try level 4 mob. Let's go up one more and give myself another skill in the magic. So this upgrades from G to F skill, which is a massive bump, I think. A few points. So accuracy should be much better now, and let's see how it goes. Int is about the same level as the mob, so maybe a little bit higher. Perfect, level 5. Oh no, I'm definitely higher than that for my stat. Yeah, that one went pretty well. Let's try something the same level as me. Same level, just much less. It's much harder. Just like retail though, so that's good. It seems pretty balanced. Seems pretty balanced for sure. Oh, that was a tough. I was only level 5. Anyways, we're gonna try level 8 now, and see how we do on level 8 and the scaling. I think I'm gonna go like this. Just throw one in MP, and then we'll do the other one in int again. Trying out a little bit different build from the last one. Start with something one level below us, level 7. Actually, I'm definitely not hitting as hard, but I feel like I'm more consistent with the accuracy, which makes sense because I've got the skill cheated in on this build, but I've got more. I have the potential to have more skill with this build, so I'm kind of simulating that by capping all skills. And now we'll try something the same level as us. Gotta reset our hit points so we can see how it does. It's probably gonna hit like a truck. 20. And yeah. Oh, that's weird. Let me get you a link in just a second. And then you can use that to get in there. But yeah, I'm casting spells as a samurai, so you can really go nuts customizing your character. Okay, let me find you the XI loader link. One sec. There we go, that's the most recent XI loader. so I feel I'm done with this build. I'm going to try one more. I'm going to try the tankiest build I can think of next. And then after that, I'm going to probably log off. Okay, so tanky build, we're going to want defense bonus, bunch of vit. Probably not going to do auto regen. I don't think I'm going to want magic. We'll simulate just I take as little damage as possible. So shield, defensive skills. I'll probably throw in provoke, just so I know I have aggro, even though we're not simulating party dynamics yet. And let's... oh, no, actually, I'm going to change it up. I'm going to do one really, really quick build. Level 1 thief sneak attack build. So I'm going to get sneak attack and I'm going to go all in on dex and just see what happens because I'm very curious. This might be fun. I wonder if I'm one-shotting things. And you know what? Let's go nuts and use a two-handed weapon for the build. So let's go kill bees and bastock. So let's use a polearm. Just see the most damage we can basically do with the sneak attack. And we're not even going to do defensive things. We're now everything's going to go into just straight up dexterity. And I'm really curious what's going to happen at level 1. Although it's named Tanky because I changed what I was going to do after I made it, but that's fine. That's funny. No, it doesn't work. You can just leave it blank or enter whatever you want and it'll go through it. Yeah, don't need a one-time password. Oh, I can't equip that, so I gotta use equip set. I used this character name before already. I tend to just kind of recycle the same ones in my testing, but let me... Or maybe it does it by character slot per server. I don't know. I gotta delete this though. And now we'll go kill some bees. Which, actually, I'm just going to warp there. No. Yeah, I don't want the cutscene. I can't not get the cutscene. How can I get Signet? Let's see, North Gustaford. I forget where it puts you. I'm gonna get Signet real quick and then... Oh, I need to make myself a GM. Can't resolve the host. Let me take a look. Okay, connect. I'm not seeing any attempts to get in there. Did you do the IP address for the server? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. Look at connect. Look at connect. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's hard to help without seeing your screen. Okay, we'll go to Pashao to get Signet. Okay, we got Signet. Okay, let's test out this build. Oh boy. Yeah, but now I can't do anything for 40 seconds. I don't think I'll be able to just fight one without it killing me first. Let's see. Oh, maybe. Yeah, 9 decks when this thing's probably got like 5. A lot of sneak attack damage, but I can't auto attack and kill it, so. Oh! Okay, I stand corrected. So, I don't know how many people are actually going to use auto regen, simply because higher level it does almost nothing. So that's why I didn't. But yeah, no, I thought about it. So I'm not using auto regen. Auto refresh, absolutely, it's amazing. But auto regen, I don't know how good it's going to be. I mean, it's okay for farming if you're making a farming build or something, because you actually have to spend AP to learn Treasure Hunter and Guild Finder and all that. So, and the plan is wide scan. Currently, not wide scans, not coded, but so that if you want to be a farmer and NM camper, you'll need to spend AP on things that don't actually make you stronger. Anyways, let's see how much damage you can do. Oh, that didn't one-shot it. Interesting. Okay, so I think it's going to send me back to the Coliseum because I didn't do the opening cutscene. I tried to skip it. Yep. That's okay, we're just testing. I'm gonna go give myself a few more levels and see what happens. Let's go get level 5. And let's upgrade. Okay, so I'm level 5, I have 21 dexterity and 2 strength for the damage calculations. I probably... I mean, I'm not trying to see what's most efficient, I just want to see how silly this is. Sneak attack one-shotting things at like low level. I wonder if this is going to do 100. Oh, I don't... Oh! It's good. No, I am a thief. So I should be getting the bonus. I don't know. Yeah, so they do have a second tier. And those are set up here. But yeah, MP just goes a lot further in this game than HP does, which is what makes it so much better. But again, you could use your ability to learn chakra, for example. But if you don't have Fit, then auto regen would be better. So it just depends on your build and what you want to do. But I could see, like, if you're making a tank build and you have a ton of Vit, you're going to get chakra and be able to heal yourself for maybe half HP every few minutes, which is going to be sweet. For farming, that might be better than auto regen. I don't know. There's a ton of experimentation that needs to happen and stuff, so... Yeah, true. Yeah, so I think this isn't doing as much as I thought it would because my strength is so low. So let's level up a few more times and throw a little bit of strength in there. I probably leveled too much, but that's okay. I'm really at the phase where I'm just trying things out, seeing what works and what doesn't with the built-in math for damage calculations that's already here. Because this game has somewhat interesting damage calculations. So with 29 and 12, this should obliterate it. Let's see. Yeah, see, that's something I was more expecting. So strength plays a huge part, I think, in all damage calculations that are physical, I think. Okay, so that's it for this build. I'm going to try the tank build real quick, a few things with that, and then I'm going to log off for the day. It doesn't really matter. Let's do something silly. Yeah, let's do something silly like a summoner tank. Okay, so we definitely want a one-handed weapon. Let's start with defensive skills, though. We'll get all of them. I mean, other than guard. And then skill-wise, we're going to want one offensive skill so we can at least kill things. So we'll do one-handed since we got a shield. Let's do like katana shield. That seems fun. That seems fun. It's not something you can normally do. Alright. Good, everything worked. I hadn't really tried a katana with a shield before, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, now I'm going to want defense bonus for sure, and then I think I'm going to go just all Vit and see how that build works out. Oh, provoke. Defense bonus, provoke, and then all Vit, and see what happens. Don't think it'll need evasion bonus since I'm going heavy into Vit. And I'm getting provoke just for what tank would not have provoke type of thing. You can't not get it. Okay, now all into Vit. Oh, not HP. Now we're gonna bypass the cutscene to get Signet over this way. So yep, provoke at level 1. I'm doing very little damage. As expected, it's hitting me for 0 though. So I was kind of expecting this. Oh, it hit 2 now. I was expecting this, but that's okay. This is the build I'm going for. I do want some agility too, though. Hey Jessica, how's it going? I'm doing good. I'm testing out my new server. It's super open alpha right now, which I know open alpha sounds weird, but yeah. Super early. It's not hardcore, but it's going to be removal of the job system, and then you can customize your job however you want. So like right now, I'm a summoner using a kunai and a shield, and I'm testing a tank build. So I'm going into Vit and defensive job abilities and job traits. So I've got, okay, I started as summoner, so I have summoner 2 hours, which wasn't the best choice, but it's just, yeah, I picked randomly. But I provoke at level 1. And then I chose to start with defense bonus. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Just kind of testing this to see how balanced it is. Because it's kind of janky. But how have you been? Nice, nice. Let's see, why does OBS have an alert? Huh, there's a little red dot by OBS. Maybe that means I'm recording? I don't know. Must mean I'm recording. It kind of looks like a record button. I just didn't notice it until just now. I need to change the settings. I haven't made this many characters before, so it's janky controls right now. Okay, let's see how much of a difference one level makes. And then let's go just all in a bit like the initial plan. We'll upgrade Vit 1 tier with the AP I got from leveling up. Yeah, we can do that. Shoot me a... If you've joined the Discord, shoot me a DM on Discord and I can communicate with you through that once you're ready. Maybe send me a screenshot of what you're having, where you're having difficulty though, on Discord. Yeah, I don't know if shield was a good idea without any agility. I'm not blocking at all. Still get the extra defense though, so it's okay. And yeah, I don't notice much of a difference with how much damage it's doing. Definitely slower than the more offensive builds, but it's able to kill a few before needing to rest. I think I'm going to jump to level 5 after this one, and then kill a few things up there in level and see how I'm doing with this build idea. And we'll again go all into a bit and see how that goes. So yeah, this is what this build would be at level 5. Ton of vitality for level 5, I think. I think in mobs have like 10. Yeah, so normal level 5 would... That's level 1. I think around level 10 are the stats for level 5. So definitely way above in Vit, but way low in everything else. So let's try a level 3 mob after this and see how it goes. Yeah, it's still hitting me for 1 and 2, so that's pretty good. It's 2 levels higher than the bees. I'll try level 4 and then 5 monster next and next. But yeah, I'm doing like no damage at all. With two strength, that's to be expected though. So this definitely is not a soloing build, it's more of a teamwork build. Tank build. Alright, let's jump it up to level 4 and see if it does more damage. And how much more. Yeah, still not bad. Yeah, I might need to put level caps on the higher tiered base stats so we don't get things that are too crazy. But we'll see. Still very early testing stages. Yeah, it's hitting for 1 to 2 more, maybe 3. Let's take it to level 5. Yes, now it's the same level as me. Its stats are the relevant stats are strength for what I'm looking at. So, or 11. So 11 versus 14, same level. It's basically acting how I would expect it to, with how much damage he's doing to me. Little increases every time it levels up. Still, for a tank character, very manageable. I have Provoke. I should be able to be a good tank with a strategy. Let's give it another level. It's still got 11 strength. So it'll probably be the same then. Except for the level difference. That might affect the damage a little bit too. Okay, now it's level 7. Oh, it jumped up. Oh, maybe last time I used the command too quickly and it didn't register the change yet. Maybe it was more than 11. So 11 to 14 doesn't make sense. I bet that's what happened. I'm curious though, so let's go back down to 6. Give it a moment and then we'll recheck its stats. No, I guess those were its stats. Huh. Interesting. Big jump then from one level. Okay, it's level 7 again. I'm level 5. Level 5, got 84 hit points. So, realistically, The duo with a DD would be pretty good. It would take a long time for this thing to kill me. I'm never going to kill it, but... Alright, now it's level 8. Now it's got the same strength as I have Vit. Yeah, it's every level, small little increments. Let's level us up a few more times. And maybe try something level 8, see how that balance goes. And we'll put it in on to Vit again. Okay, so level 8, 25 Vit. And this thing was level 8. But it's got 14 strength. So it's not... It didn't make that much of a difference, I don't think. Damage-wise. I think it's mainly just from the defense. I definitely would have taken a lot less from the Sprout Smack though, based on how the damage works. But yeah, this seems very doable for a build. It's taking even match is taking forever to kill me. Let's. I'm gonna do that to kill this real quick, then I'm gonna go find a young turtle on a warrior since they have pretty good strength stats, and I'm gonna see if I could realistically tank something a few levels higher than me in a group setting at level 8. I got turned around for a second. I do want to go this way. Let's try level 12. See how much damage this does. How quickly this. Oh, I still have God mode on. Okay, starting now. Starting now, let's see how quickly this thing would kill me. I don't think I'll be killing it. And I didn't do any hit points though. I just went on to Vit. If I did some hit points, I'd have considerably more hit points. So let's see, it's 4 levels higher, it's doing 20 per hit. That seems pretty okay. A healer could definitely keep up with this in a 2, 3, 4-man group or something low level. I've got Provoke, I can hold Hate relatively well. Yeah. Alright, let's try something a little higher level after this one. We're gonna use the other turtle since I kinda ruined this one. Okay, so 14's a low IT. Let's see how many hits it takes for it to kill me. It's going with 22 strength, so even I still got more vit than it has strength. And I like don't have shield leveled and stuff like. Well, I don't have agility, so I'm going to be blocking anyways. I don't have level 10 or level 8, level 7 armor. So actually, let me give myself the that armor set real quick and then try this again. Okay, so with the armor I would have at this level, much more defense. Let's see how tanky I am. That helped a lot. I mean, throw in some food and very good tank. For fighting something IT, it's taking a long time to kill me. Pretty good. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it for here tonight, or today. Thanks guys for watching. Feel free to jump on the server if you want. I'm not really publicly advertising it though, so don't, because yeah, it's early alpha testing stuff. So yeah, see you guys. You can hit me up on Discord if you have any questions or difficulty logging on.